What is going on, my patrons? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of You Guessed It, Joel Davis Media Network. If it's your first time tuning in to the broadcast, do me a favor and please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell up top. Please like and share. Please like and share. I appreciate everyone sending me the love. If you're on Instagram, share it, share it, share it. If you are on YouTube, share it, share it, share it. Because we got a lot to talk about tonight about this bill and some other things that is going on in the political world and crime world as we speak. So without further ado, I am going to go ahead on here and share all information so everyone knows that I'm live tonight. Because I know a lot of people are like, are you going to go live? Well, I am. I have decided to go live. So let's go over here to my studio account over here on YouTube. Put the monetization on right quick. We got that taken care of. All right, we got 3 people in here so far. I'm gonna share this right here. Create a post. Go in on the Rumble side. We got one in there. I'm gonna share it tonight so people know to join me on Rumble. And then after that, we're gonna get it in. We're gonna talk our stuff. All right, guys. All right, we are in the money. So, with that being said, let's start this beautiful show, this amazing show. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all are here with me tonight, and I appreciate it so much. I appreciate each and every one of you guys because y'all keep the show not only rolling, but y'all keep it very, very strong and unique. And we need more of that, you know. We need more people that is on board with trying to support things that are positive and that is good. So, with that being stated, we're gonna go ahead on here and we're going to jump into this bill that is filled with so much pork. So much pork is going to make you probably vomit, but it is what it is. So, if you haven't heard, this evening the Senate passed a bill, okay, that was $1.2 trillion. Now, this is what crazy. I'm going to pull something up right quick. Now, y'all know Newsweek is very neutral, and they're gonna basically break down what was all in this bill. Now, this bill is $1.2 trillion. Now, the conservatives, aka the rhinos, that joined to join this bill was 25. I repeat, 25. Now I'm going to name a few, not all of them. I'll put a link below so you know which ones to uh, actually get a chance to hear from or know of. But you know what? I'm going to do better than that. I'm just going to share the list with y'all right quick. Let's share it. Let's share it right quick. We're going to share it on the screen. We're going to share the list. So I'm not going to call out their names, but here's the 25. I will give some of the call out the ones that are well known into the conservative movement. That's always want to be a rhino. Tom Cotton. You know, Tom Cotton has no love for Trump. Then you got Lindsey Graham, a lifetime rhino who always jumping on whoever's side that he think is cool. Then you got let's see here. Let me see if I put this on the list. Now it's on here now. Y'all get the whole list. I'm going to blow it up for you. Okay, now you got uh Cindy Hyde Smith, not surprised. She's definitely a rhino. Mitch McConnell, the career rhino that will never leave the Democratic Party. I mean the Rhino Party. Mitt Romney. Oh, you know, if Mitch McConnell votes for it, Mitt Romney is 9 times out of 10 is following suit. And Tom Tillis of North Carolina, which I hope somebody vote his behind out. Those are just the name of few. Now, right now, Marjorie Taylor Greene is very upset because she's like the only one that has a set of balls to stand up to all this corruption that's going on right now in the in DC, because this right here was the dumbest bill of all time. So let's talk about Mike Johnson's bill. So I want to look this up here and see if I can find it, because I want to give y'all the whole experience. Now, I'm to the point now that I feel like Mike Johnson needs to go because once again, he's gotten a position to where now he's getting probably getting kickbacks because you don't just start crossing the aisle with this type of nonsense with these liberals unless you getting a kickback out of the deal. And that's what's going on. He's getting a kickback. I guarantee it. So let's talk about some of the stuff that is in this bill that is ridiculous. All right. Let's see if y'all still with me here. Okay, you guys are still with me. My man Teflon says it's been a while. Come on, Joe. People were so excited Democrats turned Republican, and here we are now. Yeah, man. Here we are now. Here we are now. You can't make this up. All right, I'll move that out the way so it won't be no eyesore. So this is what's going on, guys. Listen to the ridiculousness of this port. And it's not all the port. It's just some of it that we know of. It's 1,000 damn pages of pork. Okay. This is what has been given that makes no sense. First one, $1.8 million for facilities and equipment for women and infants hospital in Rhode Island. Now, this is why I say it doesn't make no sense. Because to me, usually Rhode Island is one of those richer states, even though it's small in stature, they usually have enough money to fund if they need a new hospital or even new equipment. So that kind of threw me off. But okay, that's not too bad. I'll let that. I'll rock with that. It's for mother and children, infants, cool. $650,000 for Dartmouth Hitchcock Nashua in New Hampshire, which, according to the website, routinely provides medication and procedural abortion care up to 22 weeks of pregnancy. I thought this should be a state funding matter. Didn't the Supreme Court says that they were putting abortion back in the hands of the states? So if that's the case, then why in the world are they not funding that? Why do we have to give these people money to abort their child? Because 9 times out of 10, these women that do these abortions, okay, I'm going to be honest about it, 90% of them is one of those, it's so inconvenient. It's not health related. This is my body, my choice. That is so ridiculous. Because if that's the case, then why was you giving us all this hell when we didn't want to take the vaccine? But I digress. Mr. and Mrs. My body, my choice. This should be a state matter. The state of New Hampshire should have stepped in and supplied that money. But we continue. $400,000 for the Garden State Equity Education Fund, Equality Education Fund, New Jersey, which helps minors transition. What do you mean? How is education got anything to do with this student transitioning? Did you hear this? Teflon, you ain't wrong. Penn State Representative Democrat Fetterman, aka Joggy Boy, put in $368,000 funding to start his own podcast. Wow, you can't make this up. This is what your taxpayers' dollars is paying for, guys. This is what it's paying for. I understand that you might be a little bit disturbed by this, but this is what your taxpayers are paying for. This is what you're paying for. Okay, this is coming out of our federal taxes money. we're paying $400,000 for Garden State Equality Education Fund in New Jersey that's going to help minors transition into the opposite sex that they were born in. Now, I have a question about that because a lot of people get mad at me when I say this. When you are adolescent and when you are minor, when you're going through puberty, your body goes through so many changes that you're not going to stick with the same philosophy or the same thought process you were sticking with when you was in high school. I'm just being honest because hormones affect a lot of your thought processes. I know when I was in middle school, all the way up to my second year of high school, I wanted to be a doctor. I'm not BSing. I wanted to be a doctor. If I couldn't be a doctor, I wanted to be some kind of scientist because I felt like that was going to be my calling. That was going to make me get out the hood and be successful, all this, that, and the third. But then when I got older, I realized that I didn't want to do that. That's not my passion. I started realizing my real passion was cooking. That's why now I'm a chef, because I love to cook. It's just one of my things. I love to cook. My wife will tell you, I will tell her in a heartbeat, if she wants a meal, baby, sit down, we're cooking. I'm cooking. What's going on, Noah? Y'all support the broadcast tonight on either platform. Y'all can support on Rumble. You can start joining my content over there. You can join for perks if you don't want to just do a donation, or you can subscribe to my Instagram that I'm streaming on as well tonight right now, because that is got a actual choice for you to join if you want to support my channel. That way I can start a actual channel messenger chain, so that way everybody on Instagram can get the latest news and information of what's going on that's been processed from trusted sources for the conservative movement. But yeah, that's where we at, guys. That's where we at. This is what's getting funded so far. We're helping minors transition because it's supposed to help them with education. I'm still trying to figure out how. I think that education should be first, and your transition can happen when you're 18. And I still stand on that. And let me tell you why I stand on that. Because 18, you are a legal adult. 18, you should have an idea about how your body interacts intimately and also physically, because you've been dealing with it for 18 years now. You done went through the puberty change. You done went through all that. The voice got deep. You done got to the point to where you have reached grown status in the eyes of the law and in the eyes of the land. So when you get to that point, then yeah, you should be able to then choose whatever you want to do. If you want to go out there and transition and cut things off, that's on you. You just got to understand that when you get that age, that you better make sure that whatever you do, you're going to be cool with that. Because once you do all that hacking and going away, it's going to be hard to come back. If you don't believe me, listen to the testimonies of so many women and so many men that have this gender aphoria mental disease, that it's hard for them to actually, it took them a time to understand that that's just what it was. It was just a disease of thinking. That's not what they really wanted. And that's what people don't understand. This mental illness is getting real with this type of behavior because we got a lot of people out here who are trying to follow in the footsteps of the alphabet soup community so they can get brownie points and further their careers. They're not doing it to be genuine. And with that being said, we got a lot of this mishaps and a lot of people getting the wrong information. A lot of people. And it's not good. It really not. It's not good. It's not healthy. It's not right. And we got to, and I'm telling you now, America, we got to do better with a lot of this because we contributed to a lot of this madness. Here's another one. $156,000 for a Hartford gay and lesbian health collective in Connecticut. Again, this should be a state selection. Why should we fund that? And here's the thing when you say a health collective. If you're talking about a clinic or stuff like that, you should be able to go to any clinic now and get help no matter what your sexual orientation is. I've been around clinics where there's people that are trans, whatever, and they get all the help they need. They don't get turned away. So this tells me that this is a fluff again. This is just, let's see how much money we can get out of the American people. What's going on, my mans? Hunter Cleveland in the building. What's up, brother? Y'all share the broadcast, man, so we get more people in. I mean, I just don't understand this bill. Like, this bill is so porkified. And why did Mike Johnson not block this bill? I'm going to tell you what I think about Mike. Because Mike showing the signs of being compromised. Oh, this is a good one. Y'all gonna like this. $850,000 for the LGBTQ Senior Housing Inc. Now in Massachusetts, as part of an LGBTQ only senior community in Boston. Again, that should be handled by the state. I don't get it. Why is it not being handled by the state? We should not, as taxpayers, nationwide, be paying for this. And what is wrong being in a senior housing? If you a senior and you got Alzheimer's and all that stuff, you ain't gonna be worrying about who's straight and who's this and who's that. You're trying to be well. You're trying to get well. I mean, this is just so insane, bro. Like, I just don't get this bill is like the most progressive bill of all time. If progression, let me rephrase that. If a progressive bill was a progressive bill, this bill right here they just passed has just told you that it's all progressive. I see nothing positive on this bill for the American people, for the regular normie American people. All I'm seeing is this whole this person needs that, and it's cringe. It really is. It's really cringy, and it's really, to me, sickening that this is what our taxpayers' dollars is going to be paying until the next cycle for the fiscal year of October. And I hope by that time we get a better handle on someone that can stand up for the conservative people. Because right now, and especially for America, because right now we don't have one. We really don't. On the conservative side, we got another damn rhino. Oh, guys, it gets better. $2 million for a La Clinica del Valle Family Healthcare Center in Oregon to conduct gender-affirming hormone therapy for adults and adolescents. See, this is what I'm talking about. Why are we doing this for Oregon? Oregon is a shithole right now. There are homeless people everywhere. There's needles everywhere. It done got so bad in Oregon, they want to peel back the drug thing they passed, the whole drug crime thing. So my thing is, why are we doing this? Why are we cool with this? And everybody talking about MTG should not be going against Mike Johnson, right? But Mike Johnson gave his word that he was going to use his Christianity and all this stuff to do the right thing. And look what he did. He allowed this bill to go through. Talking about, well, I didn't want a government shutdown. Dude, I would have been cool with a government shutdown if they had something crazy like this, because at least they would have known that we are going to stand on business. This is 1,012 pages of ignorance. There ain't no accountability for what they did to Afghanistan. And then, oh yeah, they got some kind of, they approve another thing too. Some kind of zoo, a diversity in inclusive zoo. That this is, this is crazy, bro. A zoo. I don't want no zoo, man. What? A zoo? No. I have no zoo. And here's the thing. I really do believe that they got Mike Johnson to fail so they could go ahead on and take the House anyway. I really do. And I know everybody keeps saying, well, why are we going through so many house house speakers? Because they're not doing what is right. You know, they're quick to just fold. They won't stand. They will not stand up to these liberals for nothing. It's like these liberals get on them. I don't know if they get something on them or what, but they just fall like a ton of bricks. I can't. And they just give up. So I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up some of the stuff that they got, because I'm yeah, this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna see if I can find some of this bill. Hold on. think this is the one. Okay, nah. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find. Okay, I found it. I knew I was gonna find it. It's a lot of pages though. I gotta shift through. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me see what I can find. But they don't make it hard. I know this in there. But damn. Okay. All right. I'm gonna try to find this one bill right here. I'm gonna try to find something on it. Let me see if I can find it. Search. Got some diversity going on here. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. $365 million made available for by the biodiversity con- um, conversation program. Hold on. Let me share that with y'all right quick. What's up, Super Tech? Yeah, he did. Speedy gone. What's up, Super Tech? What's going on with you, man? Yeah, I'm about to share with y'all what it says. Hold on. Y'all gonna like this. Yeah, this is the bill. I'm gonna try to highlight and search certain stuff on it so y'all can search with me. All right, hold on for a second. So we got diversity. So I got you with that one here. Let's see what else we got. Zoo. All right, that ain't that. All right, I'm gonna say animals. All right, Defense Health Program. So we got 39,809,898. Well, excuse me. Hold on. Let me get that right. Hold on. I think I might have got that right. 39,898,624,000. Okay, which you're gonna have $36.6 billion for operation and maintenance. TRICARE. We got so TRICARE got some stuff. Let's see what else they did. Wait a minute, hold on. What? All right, let's see how many LBGTQ plus pans we got. All right, hold on, Kate. I got you. Give me 1 second. I finna I finna hook you up. Hold on. Yeah, I got y'all. Hold on. I'm finna get the link now so y'all can join. Hold on, Miss Kate. Give me 1 second. I'm finna get y'all straight. Give me 1 second. Y'all wanna join, I'm finna help you. Alright, if y'all trying to join, I got you. Hold on. I give you the subscriber link. Give me 1 second. I tell y'all what, when I get through, Miss Kate, when I get through streaming here, I'll help and do another stream right quick on my Instagram side, and I put subscribe on there, and y'all can just subscribe that way. So that way y'all be able to subscribe to that, and then we'll start the channels where we can start sending all the information and stuff. All right, so let me get back to what I was saying. Trying to see if there any more pork in this thing. All right, let's see. Nope, they don't have that in there. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to find one more thing that they talked about. Trends, position. Oh, excuse me. Affirmative. No, it's not on there. Okay. I only got one. Now they is giving more money to Ukraine. Y'all knew that was coming. They giving 300 something $1 million to Israel, which I still say right here. Defense Israeli cooperative programs provided the amount of $80 million. So they giving them $80 million. Then they giving them $127 million, and then they giving them another $40 million. So in all together, it's $300 million+ they giving them. Again, I ain't got nothing against Israel. I understand that they got to fight for their country and they got disrespected, but I don't think I know they don't need $300 million. Oh, it's because I know why, Kate. It's because I'm streaming my from my good God, what they call it? My Streamlabs app. I'm streaming from Streamlabs. So right now you can see it, but you can't join it. Only way you're gonna be able to join it unless I go live again. And then that's the only way. But I did that so everybody can be a part of the show. Now, what I can do is I can give you the link if you want to join in with me on my other show. What's up, Taylor? With me on YouTube. So if you want to do that, Kate, I can give you that link right now. So give me 1 second. I'll give you that link because I see everybody want to join in and talk about this, and that's cool. I'm with that because it's crazy. I'm finna copy this link. I'm finna paste it so you can join me there. Now give me 1 second here. All right, so I got the link. So if you want to join me there, you can. And also anybody else that's want to join me too, I'm posting the link right now. I know you be backstage. Well, yeah, we can talk about it. But it's a lot, man. It's a lot to deal with. And I know everybody pissed because your taxpayer dollars, that's what it's going to. All right, I'm gonna go and take this off the screen now. I'm gonna wrap this up and talk about it from my point of view right quick. So this is my point of view, man, and I'm just gonna be 3,000 about it. Um, he's been compromised. I think Mike Johnson, he talked about he wasn't getting no money like that, and he was living basically paycheck to paycheck when they showed his credentials. And I think he got compromised. I think that he came in the game and they found out that, okay, we got a guy that can easily get compromised by saying, hey, man, we working on the same things, we on the same team. I need you to be more bipartisan. I think they catered to his Christianity side, his nice guy side, and he got caught up into the mix. And now this is what happened. Oh, it's going, a bunch is going to illegal funding. I mean, this right here is horrible. This bill is the worst bill of all time. We thought that first to the overall bill that they passed when they first got in was bad. This is 3,000 times worse because there's so much pork. It's too much to devolve. I mean, we're giving money away like it's water. I mean, it's just insanity to me, man. We're not gonna do well. We're not. But anyway, we're gonna move right along. We're gonna talk about Candace Owens, man. Damn, Candace Owens is. I'm telling you, I have so much love for Candace Owens because she is the definition of what you call a strong American woman. She has came in this conservative movement, took it by the reins, and ran with it. Ran with it so because she didn't mind speaking the truth. Now, before she decided to part ways with the Daily Wire, which we'll go into that in a minute, let's talk about how we got there. Ben Shapiro, whatever his name is, can't stand that guy really, because I always thought he was just annoying. But I digress. He loved Candace so much when Candace was getting on everybody else's behind that was not being supportive. Okay, of the conservative movement of bringing families back in to the U.S. of A. Okay, because a lot of things that, if you look at, Candace was big on and talked about through her books and talked about through any of her speech tours, that men need to be in the home. Men need to be in the home because that's what America Foundation was built on. Our forefathers built that the men were important. It's never been where men neglected their duties, even if the man was a piece of poo. Even back then, there was some father that was a piece of poo that did not deserve to be in the home because of their craziness. But on the financial side, they at least contribute to that. They at least made sure the bills was good and the roof was over their head. Now, they wasn't that good of loving, and they were very messed up in the head and did some very horrible things. And I ain't gonna never support that. But I will support the fact that they stayed to contribute monetary wise to take care of the home. We fast forward now, we don't have that anymore, right? Because of what big government has came in and became everybody's daddy. But I'm not going to go into detail with that. I digress. But when Israel got attacked by Hamas, Everybody was upset conservative wise. I was, everybody, even libertarians and some Democrats, because it was wrong. It was crazy. Hamas went out here and did some very, 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 very disturbing stuff. I'm talking about stuff that you can only dream of in nightmares. Now, after they did that, Israel said, you know what? We're going in. And when we going in, we are going to show no mercy. And I'm glad that they got a lot of the terrorists that they're supposed to get, because that's what you're supposed to do in the art of war. You get the person that hurt your people or your country, and you do what you got to do to protect it and stand on it. But what made Candace upset, and she voiced it, and I can't really get mad with her about it, is that she saw now Israeli soldiers now taking innocent people in Gaza Strip and annihilating them. Now, in her thinking, she's like, okay, wait a minute now. Y'all just talked about y'all did not like the fact of y'all getting raided on by a terrorist group like Hamas, but yet you're doing the same identity type of stuff to them like they did to you. And these people that you're doing it to are innocent bystanders. That's not right. And see, that's where the conflict with her and Ben Shapiro went and took off. Because Ben was like, how dare you? How dare you? You know? He was talking about, I don't support her comments and rah, 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 rah. It's anti-Semitic. This is what kills me about that word anti-Semitic. And I'm just going to be 100. I see in a lot of Jewish people of descent use that word very freely. Like black folks now use the word racism every time they don't get their way. Everything is not anti-Semitic. Let's get that straight. Everything that someone says about someone that is involved, that is Jewish. I said involved, that is Jewish. Okay? Involved in something is not racist. It's not anti-Semitic. If I tell you, if you're a Jewish person and you going out here and you committing a crime, oh Lord, Kate Bauman, you're gonna have to take. I just sent a link over that you're gonna have to come over to my side and join on my Streamlabs, because I cannot do it right now off my phone because it's streaming off of my software. I will send you the link again, but that's the only way you're gonna join tonight. Now, if I was on my regular Instagram, you could have been joined. You could have joined. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. So I'm gonna send you the link again. So please, guys, please remember that. That's on Instagram. If you want to join me tonight, you're gonna have to do it this way. I'm gonna send the link in the chat again. This is the link you're gonna have to go to. You're gonna have to copy it. I don't know if you copy it on your phone. You may have to type it and then copy it in the comment section, and then put it on your in your browser on your phone. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to communicate with y'all tonight, because this is streaming into Instagram for my software. So again, I apologize. All right, getting back to what I was saying, I just had to make sure that everybody know that part. Yeah, it's crazy. It really is. It's crazy, and it's insanity at its finest. That's what a lot of people of Jewish descent likes to do now, especially against Black Americans that speak out. And this is what makes me so mad, right? I remember a time that if at one time now, and let me see if I'm getting this right. Jews one time, Jewish people was so it was hard to get them to say something was anti-Semitic, right? So if you went and did something to the effect of talking about Israel is in a bad light or did something that nobody didn't agree with in the world, you never heard them say anything about it being anti-Semitic. We fast forward now, if you say anything bad about a Jewish person, you automatically rated known as anti-Semitic. But then again, Jewish folks I've seen lately have talked some crazy out of this world talk against Black Americans and other minorities, and they don't get scrutinized. So why can't it be both ways? That's what makes me very upset with this whole anti-Semitic grab. If you're gonna practice anti-Semiticness like this, then we should be able to call you out when you do the racial stuff that you guys do against other groups. Because I've seen y'all do it too. I'm not saying all Jewish people are racist like that, but I've seen a lot of them that do it. And to me, I think that's sick. But oh man, my video ended. Hold on, guys. My video ended. I don't know why it ended. Hold on. All right, hold on for 1 second, guys. Hold on. Man. It's all good. I hope they'll come over to my other channel on my YouTube. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying. With Candace Owen. After that went down, Candace Owen decided, you know what? If this is how you really feel, I'm gonna keep doing me. And she did. And I kind of had an idea that Candace was probably gonna go out on her own because Candace last week recently went on the Breakfast Club. Now, guys, if you notice about the Breakfast Club, since they got rid of Angela Yee, if you don't know who Angela Yee is, she was the lady that always always had little spicy conversations, but I digress. But anyway, since they got rid of her and put this other girl called Jess Hilarious on there, I'm starting to see that They're letting a lot of conservative people come in to interview on the Breakfast Club. Now, the Breakfast Club is getting a lot of flack from that because you got your pro-black folks talking about, oh God, no, you ain't supposed to do that. Y'all supposed to be the culture. Y'all the culture. Rah, rah, rah. Bro, listen. It's about being syndicated and making money. Right now, it's an election year. The and the Breakfast Club is trying to expand their brand. They don't want to be just in the market of just black listeners. They want to be nationwide. They want to spread it to where now they're in the homes of conservative people, or your libertarians. And for you to do that, you got to have a diversity selection of guests. Yeah, I said the diversity word. Now I can use it this time. And you just can't have the same people. You can't have hip hop rappers all the time. You gotta give your audience a flavor of different walks of life, because that's the part of journalism. That's a part of being a radio station. That's a part of growing your brand. That's like if I'm trying to grow my brand here and I get big time. I have to be diverse. I can't just always have a conservative on my channel. I got to have a Democrat on there. We're going to have to have a debate. We're going to talk what we agree or disagree on. As long as you don't act disrespectful, we good. But that's just about the brand. And then not to mention, Candace Owens, they knew last time when they was getting raw and crazy with Larry Elder, because that's the girl. They had another girl before, just hilarious. That girl was just annoying too. The energy was off until they really realized that, oh shoot, Larry Elder is that dude. He is not going to play with me. He gonna come at me with that real. And after that, they started. You could see they started transitioning. Then they went to wrong. Well, who was the next one they had? They had somebody else that was kind of conservative. I gotta check my notes, but yeah, that's what they're doing. They know now. Okay, I gotta be open minded, and I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that Larry Elder set that stage, and I think Larry Elder had a lot to do with it being on that show. Now, here what's cool about Candace being on that show. Candace, and I looked at the comments, had a lot of support from a lot of people. And let me tell you why she got a lot of support. She got a lot of support because a lot of people were now looking back at how she was speaking the truth, is now realizing, well, damn, she wasn't lying. And a lot of people are saying the same thing about Brandon Tatum, because all of these folks they thought were just hate theyself, your mama black and all this stuff. They did not know that at the end of the day, these people was just telling the truth, what they seen and what they realized. I was talking to my wife when I got into the movement, and I learned a lot about myself and my family values. And I talk about this all the time. This is now, I've been in the conservative movement now 4 years. Thank God. I'll be turning the big 40 the end of this month. So y'all want to donate, I'll put it on the community post. Hook your boy up for his birthday, man. But I'm so glad I started living that lifestyle. What's up, Bama? Because when I became a full conservative and got the understanding of the movement, it was everything I was taught as a child. Because I told y'all I came from a 2-parent home. I came from a family of a grandmother and a grandfather still together, a family of a great grandma and a great grandfather still together. My family is rooted in commitment, family, love one another, stay together for years. Average marriage in my family lasts almost 40 years. That's how much, unless somebody passed away. That's how much commitment that's been in my family line. So when I thought about the way the conservative movement works and compared it to my upbringing, my great grandmother was always in church. My grandmother was in church. My mother was in church. All these people in church, black people going to church, wearing a Sunday best, making a child, you know what I'm saying, straighten up and act with some sense in the store and bring yourself with a sense of dignity and pride. That's when I said, wait a minute, that's conservatism. That's not liberalism. That's not no liberal movement, because we know what the liberal movement is. The liberal movement has taught you to blame everything on the white man. It teaches you that everything that you do not succeed in life is the white man's fault. They also teach you that same white man that you blaming is the same one you're going to pay for your easy living. There you go, Aquila. God bless you. And not only just black people, this is for poor white people too. They teach you the same thing. In fact, for poor white people, they make it worse for them. By the way, they make them feel guilty for reaching out to them. You should be reaching out to us. You should be the upper echelon, because the reason why you reaching out to us because of your white pride. You should have white guilt. And then you got these white folks that's like, oh man, I hate myself, man. I'm just, I've caused so much pain against black people. And then next thing you know, you got two races of people that are falling into a narrative of a relationship of, I have guilt and I'm going to allow you to get away with violating me any way I see fit. Or the other party saying, I'm superior to you, I can violate you any way I want. And it gets insane. It gets stupid. It gets ridiculous. And all the pain and chaos it causes is not positive at all. So no, I just don't. I just do not support it. Never have and never will. I always think that this right here is a good way of showing us that this is what the liberal movement has been all along. Nothing but division. And now, since I became a part of the conservative movement, I'm starting to look at my life a whole lot different. And I try to appreciate my life, because I mean, y'all just don't understand. Like, being in the PJs and stuff like that growing up, you didn't get good information. You got the most ridiculous information in the world. You didn't get the information about trying to take care of yourself, be healthy, eat right and stuff like that. Because when you tell people that, first thing they say, ain't nothing wrong with you. That's crazy. All you got to do is just keep it in the Lord's hands. Well, God gives you common sense. And sometimes you got to listen to the doctors and the people that's working on you, because that's what God got them on earth for, right? Because if it was that easy, keep it in God's hands, we wouldn't have these doctors and nurses, right? Exactly. And see, that's another thing, Aquila. A lot of these people and you say you saw racism in action. If you was born in the 1950s, I'm gonna go a little bit farther back, because there's some strong-minded 1940s out here that ain't in no nursing home yet. If you was born in the 1940s, the 1950s, and the 1960s, and the 1970s, and selectively the early part of the 1980s cutting off in 1984, you saw some racism during your generation. You saw it, because The reason why you saw it, because it's not like it is today. You fast forward now, if you was born in the late 80s, the mid 80s, all the way to the late to the early 2000s, you did not see it growing up, because by then there was so many laws and so many things intact. The only way I would say you would have to see it unless you lived in Mississippi. Now, the state of Mississippi, I ain't gonna lie to you, it is rough over there. It really is. You just seen what they just had on the nip in the bud with these officers, but that was just because it was a federal level. The feds got involved in that. Yeah, Alabama. I heard Alabama still somewhat racist, but I heard that Mississippi worse than y'all on Aquila. I definitely heard Mississippi is way worse than y'all, because Mississippi still got the good old boy mentality on a lot of things. I mean, look at what happened to those white cops that went in and assaulted the black guys for no reason. Didn't have no proof, didn't even have a search warrant. Just busting them people's house, man, and busting them two guys' house and violated them. And what was crazy, and we talked about that too, the state of Mississippi did not give those guys hard time. They only gave them like measly 5 years here, 5 years there. And then they just turned everything over to the feds. Hey, all right, Department of Justice, y'all handle it. It's like, I just don't want to get involved, because I don't want the good old boys to know that I push this to the max. Oh, Louisiana. Yeah, I heard certain parts of Louisiana is too. I heard about that. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that the Angola prison got a lot of those guards that are racist over there. So yeah, I mean, that's what I want people to understand. If you get in the conservative movement, we're never saying that racism don't exist. We'll never say that. No one would never tell you, if you meet a conservative that tells you that racism doesn't exist at all, then you know you're the best one, a delusional person. We know it exists. The problem we have is when people use it as a crutch. That's what liberals do, to get away with everything that they are failing at and no accountability. That's what ticks us off. That's what gets me mad. You're late for work, it's the white man's fault. Or you didn't pass the test, it's the white guy's fault. That stuff gets annoying. You know what I'm saying? Or you get arrested for having illegal contraband on you or driving drunk, and even though you driving a nice car, the first thing you say, I got pulled over because I was black driving a nice BMW. It doesn't matter, bro. BMW or not. You knew what you had on you. You didn't have no business doing it. If you would have, that's the stuff we're talking about. The common sense factor. But I digress. But anyway, getting back to Candace Owens, she is now going on her own. She parted ways. Now, people trying to say she fired, because after the Breakfast Club interview and stuff, they try to say that she was fired. She wasn't fired. The girl probably just decided to leave. I mean, it was, when you got beef with somebody like Ben Shapiro, who's the founder of Daily Wire, and his other homeboy, I forgot that guy's name, you only close to one of the founders. And you got that one founder trying to be neutral, but this is his best friend that he founded with, but he's also close to Candace because that's his other best friend. So when you got two best friends beefing, you got to say, you know what? I'm just going to step back and I'm just going to let the process deal with itself. And Candace will be all right. Candace never needed Daily Wire. To me personally, I always wonder why she even joined there. And I think she probably did it because of the other founder. I mean, a lot of people say she did it to get her name out there. Yeah, maybe, but Candace was hotter than Ben Shapiro and all them guys over there. So I think she did it. I mean, because Turning Point made her super hot. So I think she just did it probably out of a favor. Yeah, okay, I'll go over that. And see, the thing people don't understand is when you go over big brands like that, whether you're a conservative or whatever leadership, or even if you're just a regular content creator, when you go into under big umbrellas like that of companies that's already like a big umbrella and they got a network and they got this and that going on, you have to your thoughts and your expressions are controlled. Everything that you report on or anytime you do a stream, you have to write it out. It's scripted, like real talk. And they have to look over that script. And if it's not right, they're not gonna let you, they're not even allow you to even record. First thing they gonna be like is nah, we can't say that. And then it hurts. It really does. It hurts a lot of people because of that nonsense. And to me personally, I don't blame them. I would be very distraught too. Okay, I went up here and I did something like that, and then here we go. But yeah, it's crazy. We're gonna move right along. We're gonna talk about some more stuff. We ain't finished, man, because it's gonna be a long stream tonight, man. I got a lot of stuff we gotta cover. I want to cover. So let's talk about Fonnie Willis. Oh my God, y'all! This is what I'm talking about, man. you know, you know what's the most sad thing to see in life? And I'm gonna be honest with you. The saddest thing to see in my community, and I know I'm probably gonna get some bad lives. Gotta be 3,000. Is a black woman that is intelligent, that is smart, that is accomplished, gets so caught up into her own self that she does not realize how foolish she really is. And when I talk about this, I'm talking about Fannie Willis. You know, sometimes you can be your own worst enemy and don't even know it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Sometimes you can be your own worst enemy and don't even know it. Now let's do a rewind if you ain't heard about Fonnie Willis. Now, Fonnie Willis was the lawyer, aka the district attorney for Fulton County. She decided to be a badass and put her big girl clothes on and go after Trump because she felt like Trump needed to get that work from her. She wanted to be DA of the year. So she assembled her little team. She got Nathan Hot Dog Wade. Come on, babe. Oh, did I say babe? Yeah. You know why I'm saying babe? Because Nate was a man's. Yes, he was a man's. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, brother. She's saying that she feels, she goes and gets this taken care of and gets done. Well, at the meanwhile, while this trial is going on, information get forwarded to Mrs. Merchant. Yeah, I think her name Megan Merchant. Yeah, Miss Merchant. Nice looking lady, by the way, too. Very stunning. Very stunning. Her husband and her are a husband and wife team, which I like to see that. I like to see a husband and wife team, go act together. They young. She's young and he's older, but he love his girl and they holding it down. I likes that. But anyway, this fool guy just chatting it up. Terrence Bradley with Merchant. Oh yeah. Telling her, yeah, girl, I testify. Yeah, girl, I ain't scared. I really think that he had a little crush on Merchant, but I digress. But anyway, Merchant kept the Texas, and decided to go ahead on and put him on the witness stand so he can be for the defense. Now all of a sudden this fool talking about I can't testify, client privilege. Bruh, you wasn't doing client privilege when you talking to that woman about what's going on. So anyway, go to Judge McAfee. Oh, Scott McAfee, huh? He was like, you know what, dude? This is not client privilege. You BSing. Get up there and tell the truth, please. You quit wasting my time, your time, everybody's time. Yeah, he got in there and he played the best game ever. You ever heard of the I don't recall game? I didn't hear of it either until I met this guy. This guy became a master at playing I don't recall. So shout out to Terrence Bradley for perfecting I don't recall, because he did a good job. So this gets out. He goes and basically hurts the case because he doesn't recall, which I still think he should be held in contempt. But I digress. Anyway, Scott McAfee makes the ruling. Ruling was, all right, guys, this is what I came up with. So I don't have to worry about losing my position when I get reelected, hopefully. You can either let Wade prosecute Trump and you and the whole office get off the case, or you can get Wade out of there and you and your team continue to prosecute Trump. Oh, man. You know what happened? His resignation was already signed and ready to go. Yeah, I got to leave. And and she talked about she felt like they did awesome together and they broke barriers and this BS. Fast forward now. Now she's taking interviews bragging about the train is coming. What? Let's listen to this famous train.
His lawyers this week said getting that much.
I don't know, some trains.
A practical impossibility. Critics say New York Attorney General Letitia James' campaign promises of getting Trump shows this whole thing is personal and political. In the days after the February decision, Phil, James made her intentions clear. Listen here.
One of the greatest companies anywhere in the country, especially when it comes to real estate, have some of the greatest assets in the world.
Anyway, Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis says she does not feel her reputation has been tarnished as she moves forward with the 2020 election interference case against former President Trump after being accused of having an improper relationship with the special counsel she hired. I don't feel like my reputation needs to be claimed. And that was what she told CNN on Saturday after the reporter asked her about it. I guess my greatest crime is I have a relationship with a man. That's not something I find embarrassing in any way. And I know that I have not done anything that's illegal. Bullshit. Although the racketeering case was delayed by 2 months, Willis said her team hasn't slowed down. My team has been continuing to work. We were doing the case in the way that it needed to be done. She said, I don't feel like we've been slowed down at all. I do think there are efforts to slow down this train, but the train is coming. Ladies, stop. Quit taking my homeboy's word. Trump and several several co-defendants said Willis was romantically linked with Nathan Wade, aka Hot Dog Guy, whom she hired to prosecute the case. Prior to his hiring, and alleged that she was financially benefiting with the position he held in her office. Now, they both denied the allegations, but after hearing all the evidence presented in court, County Superior Judge Scott McAfee last week gave Willis an ultimatum: remove herself from the case or fire Wade. And hours after the judge ordered, Wade resigned from the case, allowing Willis to remain on it. McAfee said that the defendants failed to meet their burden of proving that the district attorney acquired an actual conflict of interest in this case through her personal relationship
So regardless of how you
and reoccurring travels with her lead prosecutor. However, the established record now highlights a significant appearance of improperty that affects the current structure of the prosecuting team, an appearance that must be removed through the state's selection of one or two options, adding that Willis and her whole office can choose to step aside or Wade can withdraw from the case. McAfee said that without sufficient evidence that this attorney acquired a personal stake in the prosecution or that her financial arrangements has had any impact on the case, defendant claims of an actual conflict was denied. But he went on to say that his findings by no means is an indication that the court condones this tremendous lapse in judgment or the unprofessional manner of the district attorney's testimony during the evidentiary hearing. Rather, it is the undersigned option that Georgia law does not permit the finding of an actual conflict for simply making bad choices, even repeatedly, and it's the trial's court duty to confine itself to the relevant issues and applicable law properly brought there before it, McAfee said. McAfee has given Trump team 10 days to appeal his ruling. Now, she ain't out the clear because the ruling's got to be appealed, and we're not finished yet now. We're not finished yet. Not to mention, she still got the answer to Jim Johnson in Congress because he already done said he wants to know where this money going. He want to see financial records. So she's still ain't out the wood. I don't know why she talking tough. You know what they say? People always talk tough when they scared. She's scared. She's talking about they working on the case and proceeding on. What you gonna proceed on? You already got Trump team. Y'all give me 1 second.
The order to agree to it, and as you mentioned, the court then say, you got it wrong. To agree to hear it. This is what we call an interlocutory appeal, and this time with a brand new prosecutor. So normally you have to wait until after there's a conviction and then take every issue up that you think is an error, take it all up on appeal at the same time. But this issue is so important that you don't want to risk having a trial or multiple trials against all these defendants, potentially having convictions, and then have the Court of Appeals, after all is said and done, have them then say, you got it wrong. We're going to send it back for you to start over all again, and this time with a brand new prosecutor. So this procedure will prevent that type of situation from occurring.
Really interesting. Phil, thank you for coming on and responding to all of that. We'll have to keep track of.
You can't make this
Always
up.
Happy to be here.
You cannot make this up. This lady's scared. I mean, that's just all it is to it. She's scared. They got her over a barrel. She bit off more than she can chew. She thought that she could whip this thing in the bud and be cool. And it just ain't gonna work. It's just not. All right, let me see what else we got here beforehand. Make sure I got everything majorly covered tonight before we wrap up anything. All right. But I do got some positive stuff tonight to talk about. We're gonna talk about the young teen that was in the fight, the two girls that got in the fight over there near St. Louis, Missouri, where you hear it first. The black girl and the white girl. The white girl got her head slammed brutally on the concrete, very hard. They said that her frontal lobe may be damaged, uh, allegedly. But now she was in life support. They thought they were going to lose her, but she is now breathing on her own. Thank God. She suffered a skull fracture, brain swelling, and bleeding.
Ensures your custom nutrient-rich treatment works to deliver a greener, healthier lawn. And it's all backed by the True Green Guarantee. Our expert group.
Into how following the violent attack. Now, I don't know if this attorney general is conservative or a Democrat, but I'm about to find this out here. Missouri. I'm gonna find out who he is. Cause some tell me if he's conservative, yeah, that program about to go away, which it should, because I never liked those type of programs because all this diversity, I don't understand what this diversity inclusion is. You have it when y'all in the school together. Oh yeah, he's a conservative. Yeah, she's gone. So yeah, she's gone. So Hazelwood owes the parents of the district and entire community an explanation as to what role these radical programs and safety failures place here. Bailey Stell said to Fox News. Bailey sent a letter to Hazelwood District Superintendent Dr. Nettie Collins on Hart, in which he states that he was disturbed to see that the school district has ignored the long-standing Missouri law and elevated political narrative above student safety. Oh, so yeah, she's probably gonna get fired. The superintendent's gonna get fired. There's gonna be a lot of people about to be let go, and then the district's probably gonna get sued. Now, the girl that did this crime, I hope that she gets charged as an adult because this was sad. For real. It's real sad. Um, you would never think that you see little girls that age fighting. I remember back in the day when you did see girls that age fighting, you know, us as guys, we would rush in and try to break it up because nobody didn't want to see they lady with a messed up face or, what I'm saying, scratched up, whatever, because that's your girl, right? You don't want to see your girl messed up. Now these guys they don't even try to help in. They let them get wild, and they get to the point now that if a girl get left unconscious on the ground, they just leave her there. The girl was having seizures on the ground and nobody tried to help. So what that tells you about our society today, that our society today is garbage, because that's what kids do, and it's sad but it's true. And they get that from what they see on the internet because everybody else does it. But I'm glad that the girl is breathing on her own. God, I hope and pray that she makes a full recovery. All right, let's see what else we got. Hold on for 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. My daughter had to come in for a minute. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Hey guys, that's about it. I mean, there's nothing really to talk about tonight. I think I covered everything. Let me get myself back here. But anyway, I want to tell everybody thank you so much for supporting the channel. Shout out to everybody that's been staying strong for me, praying for my family. We're doing good. We love you guys. Hey, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Rumble, follow me on here on YouTube, man. Please like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. Your boy out.